Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. It's a video channel that is all about Persian rugs and all kinds of information about them. My name is Mike Panna. I'm the moderator in the series of videos. And in this video, I'm going to talk about signatures and designers. What I want to do is I'm going to use I'm sitting on a stack of beautiful pure silk gome rugs. But just to give you a basic quick overview, as I always do, is I talk about the features in the video, explain them a little bit in detail, and then I get behind the camera so I can actually show you what it is I'm talking about and give you examples. Well, here we have 3 pure silk gome rugs, all made by what is supposed to be the same weaver. And this is actually something I'm guilty of myself. When you see a signature on a rug, we always state that it is signed by the weaver. Well, actually, that is half true. These 3 rugs to my right all have the same signature as I'm about to show you. It's not the signature of the weaver, it's the signature of the designer, the person who actually contracted with the weaver. He's the one whose signature goes at the top. It says right here, Gome Mohammadi. Well, to my left are 2 very similar pieces, also made by another family by the name of Mohammadi in Gome. And what I wanted to show you is how the rugs are actually made and designed. I've talked about all different types of qualities in my videos. I try to make the whole Persian rug thing, just take it all apart and show you many videos. I have talked about in some of my other videos about the importance and also oftentimes the fraud that is associated with signatures. So basically, I have made videos where I talk about, for example, the fake Habibian signature. I have also talked about the Tabriz rugs. We have famous weavers there who sign their rugs. And in this case, here we're going to be talking about how the rugs are not actually signed. The signature is not the name of the weaver. It is the person who designed the rug. And this is something, as again, I'm partly guilty of it myself, because if you go to my website at mprugs.com, I always talk about how the weaver added the signature. Well, yes, that is correct. This person who made this beautiful rug added the signature, but it's the signature of the person who paid the weaver to make this rug, not the actual weaver himself. It is extremely rare that the person who designs a rug is the same as the weaver. You normally have a designer, you have the person who supplies the wool, or in this case, this is a pure silk gome rug. So you have the supplier of the material, you have the weaver, you have, generally speaking, the person that makes the most amount of money is the actual designer. The person who literally drew the entire rug out on this pixelated paper that is then folded and rolled up and then given to the weavers. Generally speaking, the designer will pay the weaver to make the rug. That is generally how it is done. So I'm going to get behind the camera. I'm going to show you two different variations. One, which is the standard thing, is you have two similar Gom rugs, and this is the same whether it's Tabriz, Gom, Nain, Isfahan, doesn't matter. You notice they are basically same size, same design, but the only difference between the two is the colors. I'm going to show you that. That is one example of a designer creating a pattern that they like, that sells well, and so they use that same pattern over and over and over again. They make slight variations. Another example is to my right. We have three complete different designs. In fact, one of them is an oval piece. The other one is a smaller one. The other, the greenish one, slightly larger. All made by, they all have the same signature. But here you have three different rugs, completely different. You have a designer who specializes in Gom rugs, but they have a large variety of different designs. So they will contract, for example, with a particular weaver who makes this type. Then you have another one who is really good at making oval pieces. And another one who made the green one. So you actually have three rugs made by three different weavers, but they all have the exact same signature. I'm going to show you them in a minute. So when we talk about the Persian rugs having the signatures, yes, the signature was added by the weaver. But no, it may not have been the person who actually designed the rug. The designer is the one whose signature is added. So I'm going to see you again as I always do. I'm going to get behind the camera, show you a little bit of close-ups of the pieces to my right and to my left. So I'll see you again here in just a second. So here I'm back again as always behind the camera. And as I mentioned to you, we have three pure silk Gom rugs. Again, I use these as an example because they're very small, but this is very common. I'm just going to show you real quick. You see the signature at the top, Gom Muhammadi. That is actually one way of spelling it. It is Gom Muhammadi. There is another signature. Let me just zoom in on that. There you go. There is it on the oval piece. Here it is on the slightly smaller piece. These are all the same signature. What's basically has happened is you have, this is typically a designing family where, and this is a trait again, these are specialized. They are the ones who draw the design. They then contract the weavers. They provide typically the weavers with the material that is going to be used. In this case, pure silk. The weavers then make the rugs, and the signature you see again, I'm just going to use this as an example. This is the signature of the actual designer. It is not generally the person who made the rug. Even the famous Habibians, Serafians, Jalili, you name it. They are not the ones who actually sit there. They are the ones who design the rugs and then they supervise. So here you have three examples. Another common thing to do is here you have two pieces. You notice how similar they are, but you can also tell how they are slightly different. Burgundy, brown. You have the flowers slightly different. You have the fields. You can tell how they are. The colors are different. You have burgundy, you have brown. But you notice both of them, again, same signature. This is an example where you have a designer who contracts with the weavers and says, do me a favor, here's a design, make me a rug, basically based on the burgundy color. So while this rug is being made, he also, for example, could have taken a copy of the same design, made slight changes to it, and the second weaver then creates similar rug. You notice they are virtually identical in size. The design, the pattern, everything is virtually identical. The difference between the two are the colors and the fact that they were made by two different weavers. But signature is the same. So you have two different types of designers. You have the one where they use the same design over and over and over again with slight variations. Then you have other designing houses. They actually have a multitude of designs. As you can see here, we have oval, we have rectangular. Sometimes it wouldn't be surprised, and this signature is actually this designer. It's a large family in Qom. We have known the Mohammadis for a long time. We have had the same Mohammadis who've also made large octagon pieces. I mean, they probably by now got over, well, probably close to 100 different designs. But this is what they do. So when you see a rug and it has a signature, I'll say it one last time. You will have it, typically it has the name of the designer. So I hope this video may be a little bit of interest to you. For those of you that are into Persian rugs, also feel free to subscribe to our channel. We have lots of other videos where I talk about, like I said, with the signature, especially because there is a large amount of fraud. I talk about them. So also check us out at mprugs.com. Feel free to email us or leave us comments below. Subscribe to our channel, as we're going to be adding many, many more videos as time goes on. So thanks you again for watching. Best wishes, and talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.